Today is going to be a great day. I am Nikki G, your host, and welcome to the Lone Doctrine. I am your weekly dose of constructive food for thought. Transitions. They can either bring us up or take us down. The choice is up to you. This month, we're discussing life's transitions. Today, I'd like to discuss both sides of a typical spectrum, the good and the not so good. Change can be hard. Even when the transition in your life is positive, it can sometimes cause a lot of stress. Do you agree? Let's face the music. We're all going to experience change at one point or another, but that doesn't mean it's the end-all, be-all. Most changes can be very positive, like graduating college, getting the dream job, finding your soulmate, starting a family, can all be very fulfilling chapters of your life. These are some aspects to look forward to. Even when the change is hard, it challenges you to grow. Sometimes the worst of times will lead you into the best of times. In fact, it might leave you more prepared for life's next transition. Even though they may be things that are unwanted, it might still produce a beneficial outcome. So when you're in the mix of a transition, what are some coping tools you can add to your toolbox? We want to avoid falling into too much stress, too much anxiety, fatigue, or even depression. Sometimes change can be so overwhelming that we will have to pull to escape. We want to avoid things. And a lot of people unfortunately turn to unhealthy escapes, or sometimes unhealthy distractions such as social media or television. We want to avoid this escape because escaping in the end is just temporary. Here's some food for thoughts to help you get through the hard times. Take the time to look at change. Sometimes the unknown is what stresses us out the most. But if we take the time to answer questions or even shine a little bit of light on the change, it will ease our mind. Maintain good health. I'm not a professional health advisor, but I know good health is, well, a good thing. We want to focus on a lifestyle that works for our individual needs. A lot of time we tend to turn to the trendiest diet, but truth be told, it might not be good for you. It might not be good for me. In fact, it could be good for me and not good for you, or vice versa. I highly suggest seeking out professional nutritional coaching. Our body health is just as important as a healthy mindset. I would be completely ignorant if I claimed that everything I say on this podcast will work for you. What? No. You might be surprised with me saying that, but the foundation of this podcast is to celebrate individuality, to celebrate our differences, and give you as much constructive food for thought as possible so you can write your own lone doctrine. Not my doctrine, not someone else's doctrine, your individual makeup of what's going to work best for you. Same applies to your biological health, and I encourage you to seek guidance. It can really benefit you more than you realize. Here's something I learned firsthand. Avoid making too much change all at once if possible. Now, the change I've been going through, I didn't have much control on. I told the story of my personal changes in an earlier podcast, but some of the changes I made were by choice, and others I had no control over, such as my family's health issues. I will be honest, it's been very difficult to handle everything all at once. If your life is met with change, take it in stride if possible. Don't put too much on your plate. And one more food for thought for the day. Find a support system, whether it's family, friends, a support group, or even a therapist, or a counselor, or a mentor, or a coach. It will benefit you immensely. to work through the ups and downs while having a solid soundboard. If you're having trouble finding that trustworthy someone, my door is always open. I'm always here to listen if you need a supportive ear or two. We're in this together. In fact, I'm right in the middle and experiencing several life transitions myself. Although every chapter of our life might be different, the methods and tools we acquire can be used over and over again. Together, let's remember to be patient, to be positive, and to be proactive. And as always, to keep fighting the good fight.